Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown of Moultrie, Georgia, with some commodity commentary for Tuesday. It's about 2:35 Eastern Time. We certainly had some dynamics going on today that, finished up with a higher market. This morning in the wee hours, the cotton market was down nearly 200 points. December cotton yesterday went out around 8,600 and went down about 8,400, but did claw its way back to close slightly up on the day, virtually unchanged. USDA came out yesterday and suggested the cotton crop was running behind. We're 17% planted versus last week's 14% planted, versus a 4-year average of roughly about 27%. So the rain event all through the Tennessee Valley, the Delta, has certainly slowed cotton plantings down. Not brought them to a full halt, but in some areas it still remains touch and go for right now. Although we suspect the cotton crop will definitely get put into the ground. Over in the grains today, after being hammered, the corn market was able to come back somewhat. The USDA came out and showed the corn crop still way behind. I think in some of the big states, they call the 3 I's: Indiana, Illinois, Iowa. They were all running way behind normal. I think Iowa was 8% planted. Some parts of Illinois only 2% planted. They should be at least approaching 50% planted. So corn market, the corn crop's running behind. Corn market didn't respond all that well, but we'll take an up day, I guess. Wheat market a little better today. There were some rumblings. It could be a little bit of demand still coming around from South Korea, but July wheat held the support that we thought it had down around that $7 mark, and we went out around $7.09 on July wheat. Although it may not go anywhere yet because we are getting into harvest, and despite the fact that the crop's been very much denigrated, demand for wheat is still a little bit lacking. So hard to say. Wheat's going to be more of a follower than a leader. Bean market today really came back. I think a lot of short covering there, particularly old crop beans. Spot beans go off up about 19 cents. So we did have a situation where we had May corn, May wheat, May beans expiring, and so July will become the front month. Hard to read in here right now. We do have supply-demand numbers coming out on Friday. I don't really look for those to paint a very bullish picture for grains overall, and maybe not even for cotton. But nonetheless, we'll see what those numbers do hold for us. The stock market made new all-time highs today, back above 15,000. I guess that could be certainly a peripheral cheerleader to the grain markets. The dollar was down some today, so that also helps the grain markets do a little better. At any rate, let's see what tomorrow brings. Have any questions or comments, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.